Have you ever stopped to think about the words you speak over your life every day? What if I told you that your words hold the power to rewrite your future, reshape your circumstances, and unlock blessings you didn't even know were possible? It might sound surprising, but countless people unknowingly sabotage their own potential simply by the way they speak about themselves, their challenges, and their dreams. What's worse, many never realize that their words are shaping their reality until it's too late. Here's the truth. The key to breaking free from fear, doubt, and frustration lies right in front of you, in the words you choose to say. Words aren't just sounds. They're declarations with the power to bring life or death to your situation. Imagine waking up every morning and speaking blessings over your health, relationships, and finances. What if those declarations started to manifest, slowly but surely? It's not wishful thinking. It's a spiritual principle that has transformed lives throughout history. But let me ask you this. How often do we let negativity slip into our speech without even realizing it? We say things like, "I'll never get out of this mess," or "I'm just not good enough," and then wonder why our circumstances don't improve. Isn't it time to break that cycle and speak life instead of defeat? Stay with me until the end, because we're going to dive deep into how speaking blessings can radically change your life. And we'll wrap it all up with a powerful prayer to set you on the right path. Words are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of our hearts, shaping the growth we experience every day. C.S. Lewis once described humans as eggs. We must hatch into something greater, or risk spoiling in our stagnation. When we use words to declare hope, purpose, and blessings, we actively choose transformation over stagnation. Think about a moment when someone's encouragement lifted you. Didn't it feel like a door to new possibilities opened? Every time you speak, you plant seeds, and what grows depends on the care you give your words. The power of speech isn't just a lofty idea, it's a tool for real change. Imagine telling yourself every morning, "I am capable, I am loved, and I have a purpose." Over time, those declarations take root, transforming self-doubt into confidence. Even when faced with challenges, your words become a shield deflecting negativity. C.S. Lewis's analogy invites us to see ourselves not as static beings, but as evolving ones, where words are the bridge between who we are and who we're meant to become. Do your daily words align with that vision? It's not enough to simply avoid speaking harm. We must actively speak blessings over ourselves and others. Picture this. A child struggling with math hears, "You've got this. You're learning fast." That encouragement plants a seed of perseverance, shaping their belief in themselves. Your words have the same potential, whether for yourself, your family, or even a stranger. Isn't it amazing to think that a single sentence can redirect the course of someone's day or even their life? If words can bring about such transformation, what are we waiting for? Each time you choose to speak with intention, you unlock a little more of your God-given potential. The question isn't whether your words have power, it's how you're wielding that power. And yet the full potential of our speech becomes clearer when we turn to a source greater than ourselves, Scripture. The wisdom of Scripture reveals that words carry the power of life and death, as Proverbs 18:21 so boldly declares. This isn't just a poetic idea. It's a profound truth that shapes how we live and relate to the world. Consider how a simple word of encouragement like, "You're doing great," can breathe life into someone's weary spirit. On the other hand, harsh or careless words can leave scars that linger far beyond the moment they're spoken. Isn't it incredible that with our words we can either build bridges or burn them? Scriptures like James 3:5 remind us that the tongue, though small, holds immense power. Picture a tiny spark that sets an entire forest ablaze. Our words are much the same. When we speak in alignment with God's truth, we set into motion blessings that ripple through our lives and the lives of others. Think of someone using words to pray for healing or encouragement. Their speech becomes an instrument of God's work. What would happen if every word you spoke was intentional, rooted in faith, and directed toward goodness? Words grounded in Scripture act as anchors in life's storms. Imagine facing financial difficulties and choosing to declare Philippians 4:19. My God will meet all my needs according to the riches of His glory. Such declarations aren't empty recitations. They are acts of faith that align our hearts with God's promises. This alignment doesn't just bring comfort, it creates a sense of purpose and direction. What scripture could you begin to declare today to change the atmosphere around you? The Bible isn't just a collection of ancient texts. It's a guide for how we can wield the power of our words effectively. When we immerse ourselves in its wisdom, we find life-giving truths that transform not only our speech, but our entire outlook. Isn't it fascinating that the next step in unlocking the power of faith involves treating words not just as tools, but as seeds? Words of faith are like seeds sown into the soil of life, each one holding the potential to grow into something extraordinary. Think of a farmer planting seeds. They don't see the harvest immediately, but they trust the process. In the same way, when we speak hope, love, and belief into our circumstances, we're planting seeds that God can nurture. For instance, saying, I trust that tomorrow will bring new opportunities, isn't just optimism. It's an act of faith that shapes your mindset and opens your heart to blessings. When you plant seeds of faith, you're actively shaping your destiny. Just as an acorn grows into a mighty oak, small acts of faith-filled speech lead to profound transformation over time. Picture someone battling self-doubt but repeatedly affirming, I am enough because I am loved by God. Each time they say it, they water the seed of confidence within themselves. Can you imagine the strength and resilience that grows from those repeated declarations? But here's the catch. Seeds don't grow in isolation. They need the right conditions. In life, our words create the environment in which faith flourishes. Imagine a marriage strained by misunderstandings but healed through consistent words of love, patience, and forgiveness. Or think of a struggling business owner who, instead of complaining, declares growth and success over their efforts. With time, those words cultivate a reality that reflects the faith they embody. What seeds are you planting with your words today? The beauty of seeds is that they multiply. One seed can yield an entire harvest. Similarly, words of faith create ripple effects in every area of life. Your relationships, health, and purpose. And yet, these seeds need the nourishment of God's promises to truly thrive. Could it be that the words we speak are the very tools that activate God's protection and healing in our lives? Our words, when aligned with God's promises, act as shields of protection and instruments of healing in our lives. Think about the power in saying, I am surrounded by peace and safety, especially in moments of fear. These aren't just comforting phrases, they're declarations that invite divine intervention. For example, a family facing uncertainty might consistently pray, no weapon formed against us will prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Over time, these words create an atmosphere of faith, fostering resilience and peace in the face of trials. Speaking healing into your life is a practice that transforms not only your physical health, but also your relationships and emotional well-being. Imagine someone struggling with illness declaring, by His stripes I am healed. Isaiah 53:5. Each day, the act of speaking these words reinforces hope, aligning their spirit with God's ability to restore. Similarly, consider relationships fractured by bitterness but healed through consistent words of apology, forgiveness, and understanding. Isn't it beautiful how speech can rebuild what seemed broken beyond repair? Even in the smallest moments, words carry the power to shield us from harm. Picture a parent whispering prayers of protection over their child every morning. May you walk safely and live boldly under God's care today. These declarations aren't just for the child's benefit. They remind the parent of God's presence and provision as well. Could it be that by speaking protection and healing over our lives, we're aligning ourselves with a greater reality, a reality shaped by faith and trust? When we recognize the power of our speech, we begin to see how words turn God's promises into tangible realities. Healing and protection aren't abstract concepts. They're the fruits of intentional, faith-filled declarations. But how can we strengthen this practice? Wisdom from those who have faced great trials often reveals the answer. C.S. Lewis reminds us that hardships are not obstacles. They are preparation for something far greater. His words, "Hardships prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destiny," resonate deeply with the way faith transforms challenges into stepping stones. Imagine facing a setback, like losing a job, and instead of despairing, choosing to declare, "This is preparing me for my purpose." That shift in perspective doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you act, filling you with resolve and hope for what's ahead. And Lewis's wisdom also emphasizes that extraordinary growth often begins in the most ordinary places. Consider the story of someone struggling with self-worth who starts declaring, "I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Psalm 139:14. Over time, those words become a foundation for confidence, shaping not just their mindset but their relationships and choices. Isn't it inspiring to think that a simple declaration, when rooted in truth, can redirect the trajectory of an entire life? What makes Lewis's insight so powerful is their practicality. He didn't just talk about faith as an abstract idea. He connected it to real-life challenges. When he described life's trials as tools that shape us, he was pointing to the same truth we see in Scripture. Every word of faith spoken in difficulty becomes a chisel, shaping us into the people we're meant to be. Could it be that the words you speak today are preparing you for something extraordinary tomorrow? The beauty of these insights is how they point us toward transformation, not just in our circumstances but in every aspect of our lives. When we declare blessings over our emotions, finances, and spiritual growth, we align ourselves with a purpose far greater than we can imagine. What might happen if every word you spoke today became a catalyst for holistic change? When we declare blessings over every area of our lives, we begin to witness the incredible alignment of our emotions, finances, and spiritual growth with divine purposes. Imagine someone who starts each day with the words, "I am abundantly blessed in all that I do." Over time, their mindset shifts, opening doors to opportunities they might have overlooked before. Isn't it fascinating how such declarations create ripples of change that touch every corner of life? This transformation isn't limited to one area, it's holistic. Picture someone struggling financially, but choosing to speak life into their situation with words like, "I am a steward of God's provision, and He supplies all my needs." They pair those words with action, budgeting wisely and seeking growth opportunities. Over time, they see their financial health improve alongside their confidence. In the same way, declaring emotional healing or spiritual growth invites the power of alignment into your life. Have you noticed how words can redirect even the toughest challenges? The connection between our speech and our spiritual purpose is profound. Declaring blessings over ourselves isn't selfish. It's an act of faith that allows us to serve others more effectively. Think about someone who prays daily for peace in their relationships and, as a result, becomes a source of encouragement and stability for their loved ones. Their transformation inspires others, creating a ripple effect that touches countless lives. Could your words today be the key to unlocking not only your own growth, but also the growth of those around you? Holistic transformation starts with intentional words, but doesn't stop there. As we speak blessings over our lives, we begin to align with God's purpose, experiencing growth that spans every area: emotional, spiritual, and financial. And yet, there's something even more profound about this process. It leads us to understand the true power of speaking life over ourselves. What's stopping you from starting today? So, what words have you been speaking over your life lately? Are they building you up or holding you back? Remember, every declaration you make is a seed planted in the soil of your future. What kind of harvest are you hoping for? If you've been longing for a breakthrough in your emotions, finances, or spiritual growth, then it's time to take charge of the words you speak, and speak blessings with boldness and intention. Imagine what could happen if you started declaring, "I am filled with peace," or "I am walking into opportunities designed for me." Wouldn't it feel empowering to know that your words are paving the way for the life you've always wanted? It's not just about hope, it's about action. Will you let your words work for you instead of against you? The transformation you've been seeking is waiting on the other side of a decision to speak life over yourself and those you love. But I want to challenge you even further. What blessings can you start declaring today? Not just for yourself, but for your family, your friends, and even strangers. Can you imagine the ripple effect of those declarations? The best part? You don't have to do this journey alone. We're here to support you as you grow in faith, wisdom, and purpose. If this inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on life-changing insights like these. Together, we'll learn how to harness the power of words to unlock blessings and live the abundant life we're meant to have. Are you ready to take that step today?